And the analysis you do then with a second hurdle. Yeah.
He has to first analyze whether it qualifies barrier 1, and then
Yeah, yeah. But the first qualification is quite simple.
Yeah. So it goes in a sequential manner.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah. Okay. Now, with respect to the second hurdle, does the invention have the required qualities? The answer would be yes, if those of the claimed features that contribute to the technical character are novel, inventive, and industrially applicable. Now, this is very tricky. Only those features, those aspects count. So we ignore simply any features which do not make a technical contribution. This can be exemplified with this simple drawing. If we have in computer implemented inventions, we often have a mix-up of technical and non-technical aspects. So the claimed subject matter as a whole may consist of features that contribute to the technical solution of a technical problem, and of features non-technical as such. And for the inventive step assessment, only those features that contribute are considered. The other features are simply ignored. Let's give you an example. We get a lot of applications, business methods application from the United States, in particular after the State Street Bank decision. Now, in these applications, there may be 40 pages describing a business innovation, really a bright idea. And then at the end, there is a short paragraph. This idea or this innovation can be implemented by using conventional hardware and normal programming skills. Yeah. The automation of the business idea normally would only be the technical contribution. And if this is obvious or can be done by everybody, then there is, of course, no invention and no patentable invention. So if we again summarize this to a question, are aspects of a claimed invention excluded as such taken into account for assessing inventive step under the EPC? The answer would be no, unless they contribute to the technical solution of a technical problem. And such excluded items may contribute. If you think of mathematical methods, for instance, a mathematical algorithm as such is not patentable, of course. But if the mathematical algorithm is used for a technical application, for instance, in cryptography, then it might be patentable. So we mentioned quite a lot. Technology should be understood to mean the same as technological. This is an undefined legal concept. Such concepts are very common in law, in legal regulations. So it's nothing extraordinary. But we don't have a general definition through European case law, and my assumption is we will not get one in the future because it's very difficult to define. However, this is not a reason for bewilderness. The meaning in the core area is undisputed. The semantics are important only on the fringes, and we try to stake out the gray zone by individual cases. The term has solid roots in traditional understanding, giving directions for cautious extrapolation. So we work with a dynamic concept of technology. Modern developments, technical developments are not excluded. We now have abundant and substantially coherent case law in almost any specific CII field. This case law has been given by different boards, but nevertheless the approach is consistent. For instance, computer programs, information modeling, mathematical methods, simulation design, business methods, financial transactions, information signals, translation, graphical user interfaces, computer games, and bioinformatics. We have a lot of decisions in all of these fields now. So it's fairly consistent and well established. Maybe the only question mark is graphical user interfaces, where there are some divergences between different boards on the meaning of presentation of information. Does it mean only what is presented, or also how it is presented? I don't want to enter this field, it would take us too much time. Maybe some suggestions and tips for drafting applications. It should be disclosed what and how, the function and the implementation, not only the result to be achieved. Technical aspects should be described which are involved in the definition of a CII, such as interrelationships between technical and non-technical means, so as to show that the latter contribute to the solution of a technical problem, setup and functioning of a data processing device involved, flow charts of the program sequence, structure and block diagrams of the system and the program, formats of control signals and stored data structures, hardware, software, and or software interfaces, technical effects produced by software elements. Such effects could be faster process flow, efficient use of resources, enhancement of operational reliability, new functionality, etc. Specific technical adaptations of non-technical means. You could use different formats for CII claims. In Europe, possible. You would normally start with a computer-implemented method or process. You may then add a device or system claim, device having means for carrying out the steps of the method according to any one of claims 1 to X. You could add, in the case of distributed inventions, so receiver, transmitter, or system server with means for connecting to, client with means for connecting to. You could use several independent claims. Program claims are allowable. They are normally added at the end of the claiming. Record on a carrier is possible, even download from the internet as a data stream. And you could also think of claims relating to data structures, claims relating to signal forms. Such structures and signals should, however, reflect the technical structure of the system in which they are used. Finally, it's necessary to at least to disclose a technical problem or object, in particular the technical effects, the technical advantages, the technical structures, and please in as much detail as possible. And elements of the technical solutions should not be included in the problem. However, non-technical aspects of a claim are part of the framework of the technical problem as constraints that have to be met. So that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.